Alright, so it's all mowed. Today is September 19th, Wednesday. Let's see how bad it floods. Next rain, it'll be a mess. Oh, it's right here. Alright, from this corner on, there's an acre of land here that becomes completely unusable once this floods over. Now, I've only mowed up to the stream. That's where the stream runs. It does a kind of a zigzag thing going on there, and then it comes along here. Now, this is the water coming in from So there's my driveway. There's the Horny Hill Farm sign. So this is 196 coming into Hudson Falls. Now, what time is it now? I don't know, it's late. So you're not seeing all the traffic, but normally there is a lot of traffic on this road. These are race horses from Saratoga. So I'm trying to do some things with some people there to use this as grazing land for the horses, since it's so good and the fence is so good. And we'll see. Cows maybe next year. Anyhow, this is where the problem is. Here's the corner. You can see this on the map that I gave you. So this is the very corner of my property, up against Champlain Canal. I'm going to go down into this further, and you'll see where the culvert is, right by, or where that sign is, that road sign is. And that's a 48-inch culvert. So that is going to, that is really overflooded. This road overflows. I've seen water probably 6 to 10 inches on right about there, right on the road. Cars almost hydroplaned into the ditch across the street off of 196 because you hit water right here. You'll hit water, and they'll instantly go into. I mean, on bad storms, I've seen it where, you know, there's 4 or 5, 6 inches of water down here too. I don't understand it. I mean, it gets flooded. That one time when it was over there, that was due to the beaver problem. We did have a beaver issue here. And there's still beavers across the street, right over there, but further down. And they plugged up this culvert that we're going to see right here. So normally, I would keep this mowed. I haven't in the last couple of years, because I got rid of the cows for a bit. And I would have all this mowed, and more, and it would stay dry. But once you let that tall grass that's 4 feet high grow here and stay, a lot of the water stays, and it won't flow out. So this will dry up right through here. I mean, I can still drive across it. That's with the tractor right there. And then the water comes from here down. There go the horses. I don't know if you can see that. They're running up through. They're having a blast here. So the water comes from this side of where the corral is up above, straight ahead. Everything from looking up the road, the right of the driveway, is all that water comes from right there, that hillside, and it'll run down through here. And then this is where it will gather. This is just a little bit of runoff. There's not much, as you can see. There's not a lot of water coming from up here. It starts right in here, because what happens is everything from over on Shine Hill Road comes through where you're seeing these, where the stream should be. All this becomes flooded. I mean, we would be in foot and a half, 2 feet of water right here, easily. Out here we would, for sure. Because it'll come right up to that road, right where. Yeah, this has been very deep before. So, anyways, here is the culvert. You can see this hill kind of hills up and back into the field. So all this water will gather right from where the pagoda is and right to the fence line. I've studied this so much, this flooding going on here, that I purposely put the fence line back because it was just going to be underwater at least once a year, if not more. So where we're standing up here could even, I mean, I've seen water up to these trees right here before, you know, just to the tips or just to the bottoms of them. So there's your culvert that's going to go down to Big Creek. Eventually goes down behind Lenny's house. I have, if you look at a document that you probably have of the Canal Corporation, and I show you the waterways that they point out, and they list Horny Hill Farm right here as all the water coming off of Shine Hill, which is over this way. So everything coming through underneath Shine Hill Road flows over here on Doris's property, floods my property because of that 48-inch culvert right there. Because on Shine Hill Road they have a 60-inch culvert on Shine Hill Road. There's a 48 right up there where my driveway is they have a 24 in there right now, but that floods terribly. So if you do the math, the volume flow, which I haven't done yet, but I will, you're going to see a huge exponential amount of difference in volume flow between a 48-inch pipe and a 60-inch pipe. And then you add the 24-inch pipe. 24 and a 60-inch pipe coming into a 48-inch pipe. This causes this. And this is exactly what's happening here. And the amount of traffic that's on this road, if you come here in a busy day, or any day, weekday, traffic is crazy here. Non-stop. Very dangerous right here. This is where that woman got hit. Right up there where that car is headed towards Hartford. And she veered into the lane of the tractor trailer. It was huge. I was in my office. And the house is right up there. So I was in my office when that happened, and I came running down here. It was bad. Anyhow, there's the fence line. That's where the water will come. It rarely gets above that. It has been above that. Yeah, apologize for the camera work because I just started using this today or last night. So from there, it's going to come down through here where it hugs the road. And there's your 48-inch culvert. Okay. Now in here, this is a significantly deep waterway right here. This is anywhere from 5 to 10 feet wide in some spots. And, you know, I've been through it before. You're up to your waist. And there's probably deeper spots. And shallower spots as well. But it's deep. It's very deep. Mind you, I grew up right down the road where the farm is. So I used to walk this since I was 10 years old. I would trap and fish and do everything a 10-year-old should do. And explore all this land when it was all covered up. And it was all woods and just left. So that's why that culvert was never engineered properly, because they probably had no idea how much drainage there is from behind the house that goes all the way around, which I'm going to give you the tour of that as well. So this is the water problem though. So it comes around here. This is really Shine Hill water problem at this point, mostly. not problem. I mean, they have it fixed now where it works properly, but what it does is it floods me. So you can look on the map that you have. There's a zoom in map that shows this particular corner of the property. I just thought it'd be easier if you saw it, even if I'm not walking and holding the camera very well. But you'll have a better idea what the hell is going on here. So anyways, this is land that I have cleaned up since I started. Mind you, where that fence is was all trees. These were, you couldn't see the house from here when I started in 2006. This was, you couldn't see any of the house from any of those spots. This was all woods. This was all locust trees, mostly, with pastures out in the front, smaller areas, but mostly trees. If you look on the Horny Hill Farm website, you can see pictures of before and after. Anyhow, there's been a lot of work done here. So, and I started here when I was 10, going through here. I know all of this. So this loops around, like so, and that piece of property right up there, I had cleared, right where the road is. There's a nice, really nice area, a highland right across this. I'm in sandals, by the way, so it's not that bad out here. But this is muddy. It's soft right now because it hasn't been. But anyhow, so we got 10 feet across here, and I had this before they changed the culvert, where I could drive across right here, and it would be. I would not drive across this right now with a tractor. So it's widened quite a bit. But that's a nice piece of property right there. That is part of this. It's probably a little bit more than 1 acre if I do the whole thing. But that was going to be for the cows because it was all cleared. You could see the guardrails all the way up through here, right up to the property line. So this is what has happened here. It's happened significantly faster since Shine Hill was fixed. So anyways, this is where that is right there. It was like this here before. Now once you clear those cattails out of there, it was never this bad. But it'll dry up, just like this. The problem is, it'll flood once a year, at least, depending on how bad the storm is. And it's not flooding because there's the flooding is occurring because of the poorly designed waterway through 196. Whoever did that should have known better, because that 196 should be, and that should be a 6-footer, at least a 5-footer. It should be a 6-footer in there going across. It really should. I'd put at least a 6-footer in there. If I were going to take it apart, I'd put a 10-footer in there, or an 8-footer in there. Maybe that's a little overkill, but definitely a 6. So they probably didn't take into consideration the improvement on the other side of Shine Hill, Walker's property, that was going to be made for him to farm that land, because there was a lot of water build up there. I walked all that when I was a kid. I used to walk all the way to McDougal Road from here. And anyhow, this is also a problem on Doris's property. Right now we're on, this is the line between Doris Aubrey and me, going up through. And that goes all the way over to about, almost to the corner of Shine Hill where the sharp end is on Wade's property. And it's a straight line right up through. So you can see there's a bunch that I normally, on the left hand side where you have, well, left of the pine by significantly. So it's a nice spot. I'm not holding this camera very well. I'm thinking about this stuff. And you know, there's I thought, I mean, with all the amount of water, even to flood this, and dig it out because it would fill up in one season. So that's what I'm thinking. But it's become a mess, a complete mess. And I should have jumped on it I should have jumped on it 4 years ago. But when you're building a farm and working on software, we got 100 things going on. This is a problem that needs to be addressed. I'm sure to put a culvert in there, you're looking at, I don't know, so I don't know, 500,000? Who knows? I don't know how you guys spend money. I mean, you probably get guys around here to do it a lot cheaper. But it carries there's a lot of traffic on this road, and anyone that's been on this road when it is been flooded, they know how bad it gets through here. And this road has been shut down. I tried to look up on various New York State websites information regarding road closures, and I am very surprised that those aren't available because the data is there, and it should be easy to set up for quarrying for anyone to quarry any road and get a history of road closures or things that have been done to that road. I mean, the amount of money that we spent for New York State taxpayers pay, and you would think this would be available information. So that is one thing I would work for if I were running for any office. So there you have it. There's the property. You can see it all the way over there. Doris's is a whole other story. That is all flooded out all the way through there. I could drive it, but it's getting late. I just wanted to make this tonight before the storm got here because it looks like we're going to get rain in the next couple of days at least. So this is just after being mowed. So again, this land right through here greens up nice, and my plan was the roadway that I had right there across, and have the cows closer, have them be able to walk up to that corner, which is a nice corner when it's cleared off, and be more like eye candy for the road for people to check out. Anyways, I'll send you information. I talked to some people at the Americade and at the car show in Lake George, and there was people there that told us, my father and I, that the reason they would come through Hartford was to see the long-haired, shaggy cows up in the field. So yeah, I told them when I tell them that I'm the guy that has that farm, and they say, "Oh, you're the guy with the sign," and everyone thinks that's funny. What women get away with, it's amazing. Leftist feminism has destroyed men. Men have no rights in America. The white American male is the next Native American Indian, and it didn't work out very well for them. So, I built this. I cleared all this. I've walked all this since I was a kid. This was all woods, all the way to my father's. You guys got a 9-to-5 job, making way too much money with way too many benefits and pensions. Hey, it'd be great if we all had that, you know, but these guys are out here busting their ass more than I am, some of these farmers out here, and, you know, they're paying your wages, and you treat us like we are the slaves and you are the masters. Well, you need to read the Constitution, you really do, Bill of Rights, and understand what this country was founded on. And it certainly is not founded on socialism, and that is where we are headed. So, let's see you guys get out here and do this. Yeah, and not get paid overtime, and sick leave, and this and that. You know, you have no clue what it's like to really have to live in America.